Alright, so there were 7 actions in the doll, and in fact, let me show you what the doll actually looks like underneath all of this cloth. Alright, and so for the 7 actions that we have on the doll itself, we have an action on each, so we have an upwards motion for each arm. We have a sideways movement for each arm. And we have the ducky being able to twist and turn in the chest. We have the head servo to obviously move the head, and then we also have a jaw servo. That movement is a bit more subtle, and so it might be a bit hard to see on the video, but it is definitely there. And then also note there are 2 LEDs as its hands. So when it moves up and down, you can see red hands coming out from the cloth. And then there's also a servo here as our unlatching device. So a little bit about the code. When you, after a certain amount of time has gone past, and as long as it's continually getting a number of pulses from a limit switch we have right here, we can get it'll pop up, and the randomness will appear through some actions will go before others, but then we also have a randomness due to the fact that each servo will turn a varying amount of degrees. So we figured out the maximum minimum that we wanted each servo to go to, and the program will randomly pick a degree between that maximum minimum. So we have 2 levels of pseudo randomness, and it records what was the last play, so to prevent 2 plays in a row. And these are our 2 Arduinos. This Arduino is the one that controls all the servos. It is a slave to the sound Arduino, which plays our songs. So the sound Arduino plays the songs, and after the Jack-in-the-Box has run its course, it immediately tells the the servo Arduino to move the servos in whatever the slave would decide. Over here is our power supply. It is an ATX 20-pin computer power supply. So it can more than handle all the power requirements that the servos need.